Hey guys, welcome to True Squadron, and today I'll be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars MOS EISLEY CANTINA set, which is a Master Builder series. It is 75290 and has 3,187 pieces and is for 18 and up. Now, I'm looking forward to building this so much. It has a ton of great minifigures in it and seems like it's worth that $350 price point, but we shall see. Now, I'll be going through every single detail, every single minifigure. So if you're looking forward to that, please like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into this review. Okay guys, before we get into the build, let's take a quick look on how the actual box art of the MOS EISLEY CANTINA set is. So first of all, as you can tell, you have all your 18 plus and the set number with 387 pieces on the bottom there with the LEGO logo, as well as the box mainly being black with a little bit of color on the top with the twin suns, which I think is really nice. Gives it a nice hint of color with also looking kind of professional. So if we take a closer look, we can go through the whole box art here. So of course we have our Star Wars, and we kind of just see all the characters walking around doing their thing in the MOS EISLEY Cantina. And of course we have our little Jawa shop over there with some extra buildings, which is really nice. Some more characters on the side. And we can't kind of see inside the cantina yet, but that is on the back side. As well, it has our vehicle, which is really cool. Can't wait to build that. It looks pretty nice. And for the top, we go up here. There's our twin suns with the Master Builder series. And here's our minifigures. It has a total of 21 minifigures, which I'm super excited to get into, as we have a big list of them right here. And now guys, let's look on how the back side actually looks. Now the back of the box is where this set actually shines, because it shows the actual inside of the set, which looks really amazing. You have the bar, you have all the little spots, little dining areas, you have the band, and also shows you the layout of how you can display this set, as well as some of the actual scenes from the movie in The New Hope. So really exciting. So let's get into building this set. Another thing that I wanted to show y'all before we get into building this set is all the stickers in the set, which are really nice. A lot of detail. Look at this one with R2-D2 and C-3PO. Really cool. Got some yellow stickers. Got all sorts of stuff. And here is the instruction manual. Pretty large. Using the black pages instead of the white. Really nice. Really clean. Probably has some information talking about the cantina in here. Really cool. Some stuff about the designers as well, probably how they made it, and some actual pictures from the movie. Little information on the, what's it called, the LE Landspeeder V35, Landspeeder V35. That's cool. And there we go. Then all the bags are to have the box open and ready to go. So the next thing you'll see here, guys, is the completed MOS EISLEY Cantina. So let's get into it. Guys, I finally have completed the MOS EISLEY Cantina set. Look at this, everyone. I actually stayed up all night working on this, and it's finally done. I'm so excited, guys, to show you all this. So first off, I'm going to start off showing you the minifigures. First, we're going to start off with our Luke Skywalker minifigure. Now, this is the, of course, the Luke Skywalker from A New Hope, and he's looking pretty nice. We've gotten this figure kind of many times before, but it is nice to get this in this set as well. He comes with leg printing, torso printing, with some nice belt there, and his typical blonde hair. Our next figure here is Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Ben Kenobi. He has the new hood piece and that dark brown color, as well as kind of the older kind of style cape, and just his regular Jedi outfit. Next up is our Han Solo figure, and of course he's wearing his A New Hope outfit with his blue pants and his black vest and his tan shirt underneath, and he has his newer style hair with the middle part, and he has kind of like a more determined face right there. If you take off the hair, you see his other side, he is kind of more happy and outgoing. Our next figure here is Chewbacca, and this is the Chewbacca we've gotten many times before, so nothing too much to look at here. Of course, he has his bowcaster that is a stud shooter, and he has some really nice printing, same as all the newer Chewbaccas. Now we have C-3PO here, and he is our basic C-3PO. We've also gotten many times before, so nothing new, but if you've never gotten a C-3PO before, here's a close-up look at all of his really nice printing. Lego's always done a really good job with this figure. Our last kind of boring figure here is R2-D2. Now, he's a great figure for what he is, but we've gotten him a million times over now. But if you don't have him, he's a great figure to get nonetheless. Now we have a Jawa minifigure, and please let me know in the comments below if he has a new torso print. I believe he doesn't, but just to clarify. And he has some yellow eyes, the old hood piece, and his kind of stun blaster using the old classic Lego blaster, so that's really cool. Our next figure here is a sand trooper, and this is actually a squad leader because he's designated by his orange pauldron there. He also has a really nice backpack with a sand blue element, so that's kind of a new upgrade for the sand trooper. But he has these little black prints on the back of his helmet, and they're supposed to be gray, but that's not too much of a big deal for me. And also, there is a patch on his torso as well. He gets binoculars. We also get another sand trooper as well, just with the black pauldron, just identifying he's just a regular trooper. Our next figure here is Garandan, or the Imperial Spy. Now this is one of the figures I was most looking forward to getting and most interested in because we've never gotten this figure before in Lego Star Wars. Now, if you look at his torso, it's kind of like a basic Imperial torso, but his head print or his head mold is very unique and new with his new style of the hood. If you take this off, actually, it's quite interesting how this actually looks. So it's just using a regular like metallic silver head there with a new like mold. So I think that's really awesome and one of the best figures in this set. Our next figure here is Greedo. Now I've actually never gotten a Greedo before, so this is quite exciting for me, but is also a step down from the past Greedo we gotten in the other MOS Eisley Cantina set with no arm printing. But otherwise, he's a really nice minifigure with some really cool colors, some like bright blue with a little bit orange, and of course his eye printing is super cool, and a really nice head mold, which they had for a very long time now. But overall, a great figure. Next up, we have Wooher, which is the bartender for the cantina. He has to keep it all nice and clean and serve all the people that go there. And he is a nice figure. I've actually never gotten this figure again as well. But if you see, he has some chest hair here. It's kind of an angry expression for that face. And if you kind of turn it around, take off his head here, he has just like a regular kind of like the kind of pressed, just nonchalant look for his other head. But I'm really excited we got this figure. It's pretty awesome. So let's move on to the next figure. Our next figure here is Cabe or Cabe. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but I believe it's Cabe. But this is actually a female alien, which is quite interesting and kind of scary at the same time. It's like a bat-pig combination with a nice little orange color scheme on the torso there, and like some kind of hair in the back with some giant ears. So this is another minifigure we've never gotten before in Lego Star Wars. So another exciting minifigure. Another exclusive minifigure to this set is Dr. Evazan, which is really awesome. If you can see here, he's missing his eye there, as well as his kind of really low-cut shirt with some chest hair, also some gray hair as well. So overall, a really nice figure that we never gotten before, so that is a plus. And you can't have Wooher without Ponda Baba, which is just a awesome figure that we've never gotten before. Once again, so this set is full of just great surprises, and you can see with the head mold here, it kind of goes over the torso and is really nice, really accurate. And he also has like a bright orange jacket and some dark brown legs. We also get 3 of the Biff musicians, which are actually 7 of them in the cantina, but we get 3, which is good enough. But this is another awesome figure. We've gotten this many times before in other cantina sets, so he's nothing new, but they all have unique instruments as well. So this guy has this instrument, and there's actually 2 others, which we'll see later on, but a great figure nonetheless. Our next figure here is Richet Kalfas, or something like that. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but it is another Trandoshan that we can add to our collection. He's kind of like a tan Trandoshan with a kind of a sand green, olive green jacket and arms there. So I'm really excited that we're getting so many kind of background aliens that we can use in like mocks and stuff in the future. So this is a really exciting minifigure. Adding to our unique aliens, we have Mama Non, at least I think you pronounce it that way, which is a Ithorian, and another awesome minifigure. I don't know if we've ever gotten a Ithorian before, I may be wrong, but this is the first one I've ever gotten. So just look at this eye printing. That's just super cool and detailed. It also has a really nice torso and leg printing as well as feet printing, which is a really nice touch that they didn't have to add. But another great background alien to our collection. Now, last but not least, we have Labria, which is a Deveronian, which is really nice. This species actually shows up in The Mandalorian, so that you can actually make a really cool Mandalorian mock now with this guy, which I think is really awesome. He has a nice metallic kind of silver torso with a really nice head print there and head mold with horns on it. He's kind of like the devil. Has a nice like orangey skin tone. So that will do it, guys, for the minifigures. Now let's get into the vehicles of this set. Our first vehicle here is one that we kind of see in the background in the MOS Eisley city, at least. And it's pretty unique. It's like kind of all circular, has all these domes coming out the side, and has a bunch of stickers actually all right here and kind of going throughout the whole build. And it's actually, you can put a minifigure inside, which is pretty cool, and has a control panel, and he just sits, you can put a minifigure in there and just sits right in there, and you can fly off, I guess. But I've never seen it like actually used in Star Wars. It's just always sitting there, and I didn't know it was an actual vehicle, but I guess it is. So let's move on to the next vehicle. Now, this speeder is so awesome. I was so pleasantly surprised how nice and clean this model actually is. It's very like thin and sleek. So if we start on the front right here, we have some stickers right there, and I think my stickers are a little off. They're kind of more yellowy than the actual color on this. Like, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I think I got a little misprint on my stickers, but that's all right. So you can see here there is a cockpit that you can have a figure right there, and you can actually put another figure on the back here. So that's very interesting, and it kind of wraps around to these back 3 engines. At least I assume these are engines. And then we also have these little like cylindrical back ends to the end of the vehicle, and it all kind of wraps around in a nice clean package, I would say. So a really nice and kind of like unnecessary but really cool aspect to this set. So this next couple of bits we're gonna be looking at are the kind of outer houses of MOS Eisley. So I'm so glad they actually added these. It added so much more than just the cantina. So this is said to be like a house, or like your kind of basic kind of living quarters that you have in Tatooine. So it has some nice, really nice details up on the roof here, as you can kind of see. Same thing on this roof. And if you want to go inside, there's a little window, maybe a little like electricity area. You can kind of see that there's kind of a living quarters here with like a kitchen, some tools, some storage all the way in there. A really nice thing to add to a MOS Eisley Cantina set. Our next thing is a Jawa workshop that can actually attach to the previous building, but we'll get to that in a second. But it has this nice cloth piece sitting right here, and where the Jawas actually sell stuff in the front. But if we turn around, this can actually open on the top, which is really cool. But we'll actually open this up right like this and see the inside of the set. Now it has a lot of like little trinkets and tools the Jawas use, a little seat there, and some more details on the side with a ladder piece and stuff, a cup, just all these little trinkets that just make this stuff come to life, in my opinion. Now we can actually attach these two together. You just put those two together like that, and you have a kind of completed little section of MOS Eisley. So that's really nice, guys. So let's get the actual cantina. And here we have the MOS Eisley Cantina finally, guys. Now, when putting this together, it was such a joy actually building this, putting all the little segments together, and it all kind of formed into a really nice play set, I would think. So let's just start off with the exterior of the set. So here's the front door, where it has some nice Arabesh right there and a little control panel sticker, as well as a little section you can put all your minifigures on the outside of the cantina just to chill out or to wait to come in. Now, This door can actually open. You just got to pull this top and boom, there you go. And it actually stays open and just kind of sits up like that. So that's really cool. So if we'll just close this, we'll kind of move on. And of course you have tons of little details with windows and all this little weathering you can see throughout the whole build, kind of walking you through this all these windows once again. And we also have a moisture evaporator, which is super nice. This is the most detailed one I've ever seen on a Lego set for sure. And just giving you all a closer look on how awesome this model is. So it kind of goes all the way up to the top there. And we move over to the side. We have more of kind of like some random storage, I guess they kind of have on the side of the building here. Again, with some more windows. We'll get to the inside in a minute. And we walk around the whole thing here. We actually have another door, which is kind of like the back entrance with a control panel. And this is another cool spot we'll get to in a second. But we'll keep kind of wrapping around this whole building. We have some more just kind of little details on the outside. And another moisture evaporator. This one's a little smaller, but another good little includement to this set. You can actually detach these. They're connected right there. You can detach these and put these wherever you want. Same thing with the other one on the other side. So if we wrap around, we actually have like a little do-back, little cage / feeding area. So this is cool. I didn't show y'all this before, but you actually get a full like molded do-back, which is super nice. I never got one of these. It has really nice printing all throughout, and you actually can put this is like the saddle you can put on. You can put your sand trooper on it, or you could put this on and just make it just like a plain do-back without any saddle or anything. So that's cool. If you kind of look where he was, you have a little bone where he's eating and water where he's drinking, and just a nice little includement on the side build of the cantina. So guys, I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna look in the inside of this set. First, I wanted to show y'all, you could actually take this little part right off and get right into the set without actually opening the whole thing up. So let's just go ahead and look at the bar here. So this has a ton of awesome details. As you can see, we'll start from the back here. We have like a little cash register with a bunch of like drinks all around with tubing, and kind of like see some different like red liquid, all sorts of stuff with this kind of white color scheme, and a tube that kind of runs all the way through, adding a nice little detail, and it's actually pretty spacious in there, which is really nice. So I've opened this up with detaching these little hooks on the side here. They kind of attach there and over here. They connect. But here's like a closer look at the bar. Really nice, kind of classic scene that we get in Star Wars that you can make. So that's awesome. But if we kind of move over to the front entrance of the MOS Eisley Cantina, you can see that we have some chairs in there. You also have, that's where the door is, and we can move to see the actual seating area of where all the your patrons would work, where all your patrons would sit and enjoy their drinks. We have also like another little seating area right here. And there's just a ton of just some world building that they added inside of this MOS Eisley Cantina that is just super cool. And the kind of same thing goes for all these little seating areas. But over here we have our Biff musician area where they play all their music and all the sorts like that. So that's awesome. And we have another seating area and another one over here. This is kind of like a corner, has just a one single seat, as well as these other tables kind of sitting out in the open. So this seating area actually has something a little different. So this is where you can put Han and Greedo. So if you look in the back, there is actually a little spot where you can make them jump up out of their seats if you just press that. So I'll show you what that actually looks like right now when I press it. So if you just press down like this, if you just press down like this, and there goes Greedo. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do it when you can't see it. There you go. You can knock them down, and it kind of works a little janky, but it still does the job. Which you can make Han shoot first, and there goes Greedo. He's down. Another thing you can do is you can actually take off these roof pieces. So like I did here with getting Han and Greedo in, you can actually just slide that back on. And same thing for all these other sections. You can put those off. You can have more spacing with all your figures. You can put them inside without trying to just like get your hand stuck in there. So that goes for all these other sides. So it makes this set even more like capable to play with and just make this a more overall better experience. Another cool spot they added is in this back area, which was actually never shown in any of like the movies or the comics or anything like that. So the Lego designers actually just decided to make their own like flavor and be creative back here, which is like basically a little like clean up little back room for the people that work in the cantina. They can just go back there and get all their cleaning supplies and stuff. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So I just wanted to show y'all what it would look like with kind of all your figures in the set, walking around. So you got all your troopers there, kind of walk inside, got some conflict going on. Now this is just what you absolutely just wanted with this set. You have all your figures role playing and stuff like that. You have your musicians in the back. You got all your figures walking around. You have some just guys chilling at the bar. It's just so cool. And then you also have kind of your outer city with you have your Jawa trying to sell something at a shop. You got some homes, you got some vehicles sitting around. Overall, just an amazing set. I couldn't like specify how good this set is. I think it's definitely worth $350 if you can spend that kind of money right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate if y'all got it this far, and y'all have a great day.